Hey guys, this video is going to be about the Khoisan being from Thailand and Cambodia and pretty much most of Southeast Asia civilization. Okay, so now we're here to prove it. Khoisan. These are the Khoisan people. They have a Negro, um, Asian, Mongoloid look. The epicanthic folds in the eyes and the afro hair, etc. Right now, just gonna make this quick. Khoisan people, right? So if you type in Khoisan, they're going to say Khoisan or Khoisan is an umbrella term for the various indigenous people of southern Africa who traditionally speak non-Bantu languages, combining the Khoisan and the San peoples. Khoisan populations traditionally speak click languages. They are considered to be the historical communities throughout southern Africa, remaining predominant until the Bantu expansion and European colonization. The Khoisan have lived in areas climatically unfavorable to Bantu sorghum-based agriculture from Cape region to Namibia and Botswana, where Khoi populations of Nama and Damara are people prevalent groups. Alright? Let's look at the name. The compound term Khoisan is modern anthropological convention in use since the early mid 20th century. Khoisan is coined by Leonard Scotiagen in the 1920s, popularized by Isaac Scarpura, right? During the colonial apartheid, African-speaking persons with partial Khoisan ancestry were historically also grouped as Cape Blacks. So basically, they don't have any real origin of their real name. That's all we're learning. There's nothing they're saying good about the name. Now, here's what you're supposed to do. So, when you type in Khoi, Asia meaning, right? The name Khoi, often spelled in Vietnamese, is a Vietnamese origin commonly used for boys and carries several positive meanings related to intelligence and potential. Right? And it's also a reference to a restaurant. Now, when you look up the word San, go to San people. The San peoples, or San, or Bushmen, are the members of any indigenous hunter-gatherer cultures of southern Africa and the oldest surviving cultures of the region. Names. The designations Bushmen and San are both exonyms. The San have no collective word for themselves in their own languages. San comes from a derogatory Khoi word used to refer to foragers without cattle or other wealth. From root sa, picking up from the ground. Right. Now, these are not the true words meanings of the word Khoi and San. I'm going to tell you what they really mean. So we go to San, right? When you type in San meaning, right? Asia meaning. Japanese honorific, a common polite suffix added to names. Occupation to show respect to similar Mr., Miss, Mrs. is a gender neutral and indicates familiarity, yet maintains appropriate distance. Right? A Hindu mendicant monk or ascetic who has renounced all worldly possessions and social standing to focus entirely on spiritual pursuits. Other potential meanings. Vietnamese means mountain. San means mountain. In Burmese, San means spring of water, moon, or good luck. And then in African, San refers to the indigenous people. San. Right? Now, reason the Burmese and the Vietnamese thing is important because you have a thing called Shan states in Myanmar. Sorry. So Shan states. Let me see if I can find the let me see. San means Shan. Nope. Now I gotta put pronounced. San and Shan are often confused or interchanged due to regional accents, particularly in Taiwan, and where Mandarin Shan mountain is frequently pronounced as San, while sh is retroflex sound, curled tongue, and is flat. Local influences Manan and Hakka retroflex sounds cause Shan to sound like San. Mandarin Chinese Shan has a sh sound, but is often spoken as San in Taiwan. The Japanese word for mountain is San, often derived from older Chinese writing rather than modern Mandarin Shan. Chinese surname can be pronounced Shan, Shan, but sometimes Dan depending on the context. So basically, Shan is San, which is what I feel like, what I think is a Canaanite word coming from Canaanite language. Can, right? So we know the people in Cambodia today, they have Canaanite eye. They have Canaanite look. They come from Genghis Khan. Canaanite look. Thai people, right? Canaanite. Vietnamese people, right? They have Canaanite look. And we compare it to the San people and the Khoisan, right? We compare it to them. They got the same look, just Negro, right? So, San is really Khan, and that's really representing the Canaanites taking over the states of Vietnam, calling it Shan states. That's how I interpret it. Now let's get to Khoi. Now when you type this BS in, they give you Vietnamese, but when you type in Thai, okay. In Thai, Kai mostly commonly means slowly, gently, or gradually, often used to advise something slow, right? Now it's gonna say this BS. Now let's type this again. Let's see what it says now. Okay, it still says the same thing. Again. Now, we're going to do Cambodia, and I'm going to prove to you why this is important. Cambodia meeting. Alright, it's not going to say it. Do it again. There we go. Well, that's part of it. But, where is it? Nope, that's not it. Let's type it again. It's not showing it. Okay. Alright. We'll just do this one anyway. But I don't want to do that one. We'll just take the N out. For some reason, it don't want to it don't want to show it now. It doesn't want to show it. We're gonna have to keep doing it. See, Google, they don't want to, show. All right. Now we're gonna keep it right here. But here's what we're gonna do now. Khoi Siam meaning. Right? Doesn't want to show it. Gonna type it again. There we go. Based on the search results, there isn't a single common phrase. Khoisan. I think I just told you what Khoisan really means. I think I just told you what it meant. Khoisan? Siam? Khoi. Instead, the result points to two distinct, unrelated terms that may have combined or confused Samut Khoi and Khao Soi. Alright? Samut Khoi, meaning submit Khoi, refers to traditional hand-folded books or manuscripts in historic Siam, Thailand. These were often used for Buddhist scriptures, Jakataka tales, and in temple culture, featuring illustrations on special thick handmade paper known as Khoi paper. These manuscripts often used the Khoi script, an ancient variant of Khmer script, and important for studying Thai Buddhist literature from the 18th and 19th century. All right. So before we get to that, I want to show this other one first. So we're going to type this again. Hopefully we get it. All right. They're not going to show it. So I'm going to have to just type it. Tease you. Bengali. Yep. Bengali. Now they're not doing it. Khoi tree. Alright. Khoi tree. That's what I was looking for. Alright. The Khoi tree, scientific name, Strebulus Asper, is a medium-sized evergreen tree native to tropical and subtropical regions across Asia, including India, Thailand, and Vietnam, and Indonesia. Alright. Now, we're going to go to Strebulus Asper. Strebulus Asper is a species of flowering plant in the family Morocci. Sounds like more, but let's keep going. Like Morocco, right? Morocci. Morocco. More, right? This tree is sometimes referred to by the common names Siamese Ayutthaya, rough bush Khoi, Serut, and toothbrush tree. Let's read this again. This is sometimes referred to by common names Siamese rough bush. Why is this important? Because look, Siamese rough bush Khoi. Now when we go to Khoisan, right? When we go to Khoisan, what does that mean? What does that mean, huh? Where it at? Okay, it ain't showing it right here. Where it at? Okay. Now it wants to play around. Nickname. The Khoisan, comprising the Khoi herders and sand hunter-gatherers groups in southern Africa, were historically named Hotshots and Bushmen. Bushmen. That's where they got the name from. These people, right? They're saying Bushman is derogatory, right? They're saying Bushman is derogatory. Okay? Let me go to YouTube, cause bruh. Right. South Africa? Excuse me, guys. Oh man. Okay, it's supposed to be a derogatory word, but the Bushman, bush dweller, by the European settlers, by the Black Dutch. The Black Dutch, when they went to Thailand, right? Right? And I'm going to show you something too, right? When we get to that. When they went to Thailand, they saw Bushmen. Khoisan is right there. That's the truth. Siamese rough bush, Bushman, Khoi, Khoisan. It is a medium-sized tree native to dry regions in the Andaman Children of Lot Islands, Assam. That sounds like Amman, but I don't know. Bangladesh, Cambodia, Khmer, Khom, South Central and Southeast China, East and West Himalaya, Hainan, India, Indonesia, Java, Laos, the Lesser Sunda Islands, Malaysia, Myanmar, Burma, Nepal, the Nicobar Islands, Pakistan, the Philippines, the Manik, right? Aeta, Sri Lanka, Sumatra, Thailand, Manik, Benjamin, and Vietnam. In the Philippines, it's commonly known as Bacta, Bactola, Coleus, Snake, right? Now watch this. This might not work, but let's try. Where did Asian slaves come from in Southeast Asia? Watch this. Okay. What Southeast countries? What Southeast Asian countries sold slaves? Right. Indonesia, Siam, Malay, Singapore, Thailand. Sumatra should be on there. Right, let's go to slavery in Asia. Alright, where that? Indochina, Cambodia, right? Laos, Myanmar, Maritime, Java, Siam. You see the words? And where did the Khoi tree come from? The Strebulus, Asper. The same islands the Asian Israelite slaves and Canaanite slaves came from. These areas. So your Khoisan or your Siamese rough bushman, your bushman came from Thailand, Cambodia, India, all over Southeast Asia. All right. Stop playing, y'all. It's right there. It took me months to find this out, but So now I was gonna read this stuff, but what we're gonna do this in koi bark. Right. We're gonna do this instead. Alright. So remember we talked about the Samut Khoi? Now we're gonna go to the Samet Khoi. Folding book manuscript. Alright. Are a category of manuscript in the Leperlo format, a long strip folded back and forth upon itself. So we're gonna skip this part. You can read this stuff for your own. Alright? I might make a part 2 for this part, but we're just focused on this part down here. Alright. Bingo! Southeast Asia. Mainland Southeast Asia. Mainland Southeast Asia, folding manuscripts are typically made either of the thicker Khoi paper or the more delicate Saya paper. What the hell? The paper is glued into a very long sheet and folded in concertina fashion with the front and back lacquered to form protective covers or attached to decorative wood covers. The unbound books are made in natural white or black varieties. The paper is respectively undyed, treated with rice flour, and blackened with soot or lacquer. I have no idea what the hell they're talking about in these last sentences, but I'm focusing on that Khoi paper. But they are known as Parabike in Burmese, Samut Thai or Samut Khoi Thai, and Papsa in Northern Thai. Right now, we're gonna go down, see if we see anything else we need to read. We'll read Thailand one and the Cambodian one. The use of Samut Khoi in Thailand dates at least to the Ayutthaya period. Ayutthaya. Do we really have to remind you what the hell that is? All right. The kingdom of Siam. Put Ayutthaya. Judea. Ayutthaya right there. There is the Judea. The Khoi, right? Right. They were used for secular texts, including royal chronicles, legal documents, and works of literature, as well as some Buddhist texts. Through palm leaf manuscripts were more commonly used for religious text. Oh man, I have to read that. That's hard. I'm gonna try to read this. Not reading this video, but I gotta get into that because it can help me find some truth. But yeah, illustrated folding books were produced for a range of different purposes in Thai Buddhist monasteries and at royal and local courts. They served as handbooks and chanting manuals for Buddhist monks and novices. Producing folding books or sponsoring them were regarded as especially meritorious. They often, therefore, function as presentation volumes in honor of the deceased. A community reproduced work in Samut Khoi format is the legend of Phra Malai. I read about this, but I still don't understand what the hell that's talking about. A Buddhist monk who traveled to heaven and hell. Such manuscripts are often richly illustrated. Right. It has to be talking about the Israelites, but Cambodia. The paper used for Khmer books, known as Kreng, is primarily made from Sa paper, and what is known as Cambodia. Kreng literature was stored in pagodas across the country during the Cambodian Civil War and the subsequent Khmer regime of the 1960s-70s. Many as 80% pagodas in Cambodia were destroyed. Right. And you can just read the rest for you guys yourselves. But yeah, now we're going to look into this Khoi paper. What the hell is the Khoi paper? Might look at Sa paper. Look at Khoi paper. Khoi paper, Khmer, Thai Khmer. So snake or Strebulus paper is a Thai and Khmer paper made from the Khoi, Strebulus Asper. Khoi paper has been produced in Thailand since the 15th and late 17th century. The first Western account of Khoi paper was from Simon de Libere in the court of Narai the Great. Primary use of the paper is Samut Khoi and folding book manuscript. Khoi paper is stronger and more resistant to yellow and thinning than the regionally available Sa paper, making it preferred for the folding manuscripts. Alright, now we'll look at Sa paper right quick, and I'm going to show y'all something. Shan Sa paper, Thai Shan, is a mainland Southeast Asia mulberry paper made from the bark of the Sa tree or paper. Caesar. Oh, that sounds like Caesar. It's traditionally handmade, but now it's machine made. Right? So I think this is a Canaanite paper. But go back to the Khoi paper. Alright? Now, before I get to this part right here, because this is going to amaze you. Now we're going to go to how Khoi is sometimes referred to comb. In summary, if you are asking about a person's name in Cambodia of Vietnamese origin, it means bright, handsome. If you're researching ancient history, it likely refers to comb. Let me tell you why this is important. They're basically saying that Khoi sometimes can refer to comb. Comb. Come here. Right? So you hear comb, right? They're saying that, right? They say in the Thai script, right? The term is believed to be a Lao pronunciation of Old Mon word chrome, meaning below or under, referring to the inhabitants to the south, or refers to the architects of the ancient Angkor civilization, right? So, now it's not showing it on Google right now. However, when I type this slave, right? Now they want to show Negroes being called the word Khmer means slave. Don't think otherwise. See that afro? It might not be a full Negro, but it looks like a Monique person. It looks like a Monique person. Benjaminique, right? Monica, right? My ninja. So look, it matches her hair. Same hair. Might be more Hamitic. But yeah, they call the Khmer word slave, right? Which meant comb. The Khmer word means comb, right? Means slave. If Khmer is comb, why did the Wyman family disappear? Okay, whatever. Right? So basically they're saying, these people talking about Shemite history, they're saying that Khmer means slave or comb, right? Comb, Khmer. I'm trying to show you the part where he said it. Hold on, guys. If I can find it. Alright. Okay, it's not saying it right now, but you know, we already know comb means below, lower. So now, to prove all this, I already showed you the Negro Khmer, come on, means slave, right? Now, we already learned this other part from Lex Will, but now we're going to go back to this part. So now, where is it? Scroll back up. If I could find this shit, bro. I thought I had it. Alright, yeah, I can't find it now. Damn it, I lost it. Oh wait, never mind. Here it is. Khoi paper has been produced in Thailand since between the 15th and late 17th century. The first Western account of Khoi paper was from Simon de la Barre. You know why? So when you type him, right? When you type his name, oh, there go that book, the Royal Medjid de Siam, right? Where the Black Dutch men went to and Frenchmen went to Siam and saw Negroes. And remember that book we saw? A page from Simon the Hatanat, the Bushmen, or what is it, the Strebulus, Asper, the Siamese roof Bushmen, right? That's why they were called Bushmen, because they were natural inhabitants, like the plant of Siam, a bush, man. Get it? So but let's go ahead and where and y'all, I'm the first person I feel like I'm the first person on YouTube to get this. Like Lex Will, he was the first person to find out that Niletika is a Hindu place in the Nagiri Mountains of Hindu in India, which is talking about the children of Lot. I'm the first person to prove that the Khoisan came from Siam, Thailand, referring to Strebulus asper, a bush. And that's why they were called Bushmen, and it's part of the Morocci family, or Morocco. Sound like Morocco, right? And Morocci is a Moor word because it's talking about mulberry, a dark, I'm just talking now. Not saying, but here it is. So now we're going to do Simone, right? Search. And woo, what comes up? Bingo. Yeah. And we already know about this book. The Hatanats, the natural inhabitants, right? The natural inhabitants of Siam. Natural inhabitants. Just like Strebulus asper, native to Siam. Rough bush. That's why they were called Bushmen, because they're from Thailand. And yeah, that's it. I'm the first person to get this. First person. Now, it could be this could be a failure, but I'm the first person to solve this right here. This is why they're called Bushmen. I'm out.